We are in 2020, and for us here down under, it hasn't been a really good start to the year. We've had the bushfires, and yeah, I think they were really worse this year than previous years. And then so far, or rather now, the world is facing the coronavirus. So this has really affected the economies financially. Okay, just to put a disclaimer before I go any further, this is not financial advice. This is just for information only. If you need a financial advisor, seek a registered person. Sometime last year, I think around December last year, towards the end of last year, I had a light bulb moment. Like something just hit me. Like you would think that it's something obvious that I should have known it, but it just hit me. Okay, this is what hit me. Today's income is certain, but tomorrow's is a possibility. Or put it another way, today's income is certain and tomorrow is a maybe. Maybe I'll get it, maybe I won't get it. How did this come about? Because I was just looking at the world or everything that's been happening around us. I noticed that really all we have is today. All we can guarantee is today. All you can say you have is what you have today, or the money that you worked for yesterday or the day before. You know that today you've gone to work, so the chances of getting paid are high, unless if that company goes down and then and there's no money for them to recoup and pay people or pay the creditors, right? But otherwise you are guaranteed of that. So I started this year with that in mind, just that thought in mind, that today's income is guaranteed and tomorrow is a maybe. And because of that, I've implemented three main things that have implemented, three main things that have really affected how I think, or three main things that determine how I spend my money. So with this in mind, that today's income is guaranteed, tomorrow is a maybe. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. So when I'm making my plans or my financial commitments, I'm making them basing on what I've earned today or what I've earned yesterday. I'm not making financial plans basing on tomorrow, because I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Like when I say tomorrow, I don't mean tomorrow the next day, but I mean like you don't know what's going to happen in 2 years' time, in 3 years' time. You don't know whether you're going to still have a job. You really don't know. You don't know how the economy is going to be operating. So this is what I'm doing. Like really, I think we started doing this, I think it's like almost maybe coming up to, this is our second year now, like just taking all most of our money and just trying to pay off the debt, like paying off the mortgage. Because my thought pattern is, if today is what I have, today is what I'm guaranteed, like tomorrow is a maybe. So if I could channel everything that I have towards clearing that debt, paying the mortgage. If my maybe money doesn't come tomorrow, it means at least I can still manage to survive until I get another financial stream. I don't have the big debt like the mortgage to think of. That's how I'm thinking. My second point is, as tomorrow is a maybe. Tomorrow is a maybe. Tomorrow is maybe I'll get it, maybe I won't get it. I do not spend today. I do not buy things for today basing on the money that I might get tomorrow. Unfortunately, our banking system operates on this premise. They operate on the premise that, for instance, if you want to get a loan, usually they'll ask you for, depending on your country or whatever, but usually they'll ask for 3 months pay slip, and then 3 months, that's 12 weeks pay slips, and they do all the other checks, but 3 months pay slip. So what they're saying is that on the basis of what you've been making for the last 3 months, they are predicting that you're going to keep on making, it's an assumption that you're going to keep on making that amount of money, right? So which I think is now making us or people spend in that way. They just think, oh well, I've got a job, I'm going to get paid next month, or for the next 6 months I'll be getting paid, let me spend basing on the future. But then the future is not guaranteed. So because of that, because I think tomorrow is a maybe. Tomorrow is not a definite. Tomorrow is a maybe. The system is basing on a maybe. So I don't spend basing on a maybe. Because what happens if maybe doesn't come? If my maybe money doesn't come, if my possible money don't come, what will happen? If you go to work, they say job finish. If they they decide to restructure, what then happens? Then you might find yourself losing your home because you can't afford to pay it. So another thing I'm doing is save, 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 save. Put some money aside. Put as much as you can aside somehow, because you don't know. Who knows tomorrow? Put some money aside. It's a very good thing to do, to save money. It's a very good thing to do, to put aside. That's the thing about life. Life is like that. You have periods where you are making a lot, and you have periods where things go dry. So during the dry seasons, you can now dip onto what you made during the good seasons. So I'm kind of doing a campaign here. Save, 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 save. Put some money aside. Reserve, 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 reserve. Look, this is what I've seen in business in general. This is what I've seen. A lot of companies, I think maybe last year or even the GFC, most of companies, rather, it's a thing that I've seen that is really common. A lot of companies go bust because they don't have cash flow. They don't have money. It's the cash flow. It's the money that they don't have that makes them go bust, because they can't pay their employees. They can't pay their suppliers. They can't operate. They can't pay their rent, their gas, their electricity. Right? If a big company, usually they have access to lines of credit. If they are struggling with the cash flow, the same principles apply to you and I. If we don't have cash, if we don't have the money, everything goes at a standstill, and you might find yourself without a home. You might find yourself, disposing of some of the things that you own to pay the people that you owe money. So this is not the situation that I would like to find myself in, or like anyone to find themselves in. So yeah, please, save, 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 save. Please reserve, 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 reserve. Don't do everything today and have fun and live life and earn high. And final to this video is my encouragement: save, 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 save. Please don't spend your maybe money. Maybe it's not guaranteed. Maybe it will come. Maybe it won't come. Use today's money today and leave some for tomorrow. Right. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching my video. Subscribe, share my video, like it, put your comments. Thank you once again for watching. Bye.